Hi guys, how you doing? So today I am barefaced and I'm going to be filming my everyday makeup routine. So I'm just going to use all the products I use on a day-to-day basis and I hope you enjoy this video. So I've already moisturised my skin and I used an aloe vera moisturiser and it leaves my skin feeling so soft. It's quite dry at the moment, so I more or less need to moisturise every day. I'm using the Still One Step Correct primer all over my skin and I feel like this is a really good primer because it colour corrects. It's got green, peaches and like a lilac-y colour, so it just helps to hide some redness and I really enjoy using this. It like leaves your skin feeling quite tacky at first, but then it kind of soaks in, so it feels nice. I'm then going to go in with my favourite foundation, and that is the Nars Sheer Glow in shade Siberia. Now I've been using this foundation for way over a year and it's more or less the one I will go to. It's a high-end one, so it's fairly expensive. The other one I enjoy to use is the Rimmel London Match Perfection in shade Porcelain, but today I want to use my Nars. I usually put a small blob on the back of my hand and then I go in with an angled brush or a round top brush, whichever one's handy, and I then put it all over my face. I'm now going to use the Rimmel London Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder. Finally. And that's in shade Translucent 001. You can buy this with the Match Perfection foundation and they just work really well together, but I don't want any more coverage, so I'm just using the Match Perfection because it's translucent and it won't add any more coverage to me. When it's patted in, I'll use light brush strokes just to get rid of the excess, but I don't use strokes at first just because I don't want to spread the foundation all over my face. I'm going in with the NYX Contour palette and I'm using this shade here just to give myself a little bit of contour. I don't want to go too overboard because of how pale I am, otherwise I'll end up looking very strange. I always pull the strangest face when I contour. I'm like, So I just like to contour ever so slightly. I then bring it up onto my forehead to get rid of the excess, and then it'll just add a little bit of dimension up here too. Mainly on my temples, so I look fairly round or oval. I don't want to look like a square. I'm now using the Bourgeois blush in Lilith Doir. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm using it with a little blusher brush. I feel like you've got to really rub it in there to get the colour. And I always work that up as well to my cheekbones. I sometimes get paranoid I've put too much on, so then I end up rubbing, but then I realise that I'm rubbing my foundation off and I don't want to do that. I'm now using the Charlotte Tilbury and I think this is the shade colour, I'm not sure, but it's called Eyes to Mesmerise, and then underneath it says Maria Antoinette. I think that's how you say her name, but yeah, it's just in like, it's a little paint pot form, and I'm going to put this all over my eyelids. And I'm going to use my ring finger to put it on because I don't want it to, you know, look weird or put too much pressure on my lids. Okay, so I look a bit strange now. Look at that, it makes my eye look quite small. I really love the colour of this. It is so pretty. It's fairly easy to blend as well, so I'm just going to use a little blender brush and then go back and forward in a window wiper motion. And then when you get up into like above the colour, you want to do it really lightly, so it's really lightly blended because you don't want it to be blended too much. And if it goes a bit crazy around here, you can always use your concealer after to sort it out. I then use the Naked on the Run palette and I use the shade, I think it's called Diva. It's either Diva or Stun, but I'm thinking it's Diva, and it is a nice coppery colour right at the end. And I use a flat top brush and then I literally just dab it onto the centre of my lid. so it adds a bit of shine. Pretty. And then we're just gonna give that a little blend. I'm now going with the Collection No. 1 concealer in Fair, and this is the lightest one they do, and I even find it hard to highlight with this because sometimes it's not like bright enough because of my pale skin. But anyway, I'm going to go in with the No. 1 Collection concealer and highlight my nose, Cupid's bow, and under my eye. And I don't go right under my eyelid anymore because I feel like it can crease. I go like around this area to make it nice and sharp, and then it just cleans it up. And then on this side too. And then in a little triangle. And then I'm using this extremely dirty foundation brush that needs a clean. And I'm going to blend it out. I usually just like wipe and dab. That's the best way, I think. I find it really hard to highlight because of how pale I am. For a drugstore concealer, it is so amazing. I love it. I'm now going in with the Thick and Fast High Definition Collagen Coat Mascara by Soap & Glory. I love this so much. It like really separates your lashes and makes them look super fluttery and really, really pretty. I usually just do one coat on my lashes, but we'll see how it goes. I love mascara so much because like look how wide it makes your eye look. It makes such a difference. I blibbed it, but we're just gonna wait for that to dry and then we'll wipe it off. I nearly put eyeshadow on my eyebrows. But I do really enjoy a pomade. Considering how bad I am at eyebrows, that doesn't look too bad. I'm now using this Rimmel London Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel, and that is also in shade Blonde, and I'm just going to run that through my eyebrows to just set them down a little bit. I really do need to pluck my eyebrows, especially this one, because like it goes such thick and bubbly and I don't know why. Just threw it across the room. I'm now going to use a highlight shade, which is this one on my cheekbones and Cupid's bow, and that is from the NYX Contour palette. Because it's an everyday makeup, I don't like to highlight too much. I just like to have a nice glow, because if I go too overboard, I'm going to look a bit crazy, especially for daytime wear. Lately I've been using one of two of these NYX lip creams, and today I'm using shade Cannes. I usually use Zurich, well it depends on my mood, but we're going to go in with Cannes today. So that is my completed makeup look, well everyday makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, as it will really help me out, and I will talk to you next week. Bye!